President Trump pumped his fist in the air as the crowd booed and cheered him when he arrived Saturday night at an Ultimate Fighting Championship event at Madison Square Garden. It was a friendlier reception than the boos and lock him up chants Trump received at the World Series last Sunday in Washington. No one could be heard chanting at Trump at the Garden, said a White House reporter at the scene. Advertisement Trump was invited to the event by UFC's president, Dana White, the White House said. White is a big Trump donor. With Trump were House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy California, Rep. Mark Meadows R-N.C, and Rep. Peter King R-N.Y. Trump's sons Eric and Don Jr. were also in the group. Trump, who sat several rows from the fight cage, took interest when UFC fighter Kevin Lee delivered a kick in the face to Gregor Gillespie during the first bout on the evening's main card. Gillespie hit the mat as the crowd gasped. Trump stood up and looked on with concern in his face. Gillespie got up after 30 seconds, and Trump joined the applause when the fighter appeared to be okay. The president stayed in his seat most of the rest of the evening. Before Trump arrived, protesters gathered outside the garden. Two groups of about 150 anti-Trump protesters from groups called Refuse Fascism and Rise and Resist massed in front of the garden's main entrance on 7th Avenue. People are feeling helpless, like they have no power. We are trying to avert an existential threat, said Jane Aptaker of Harlem, who was protesting with Refuse Fascism. A third group of Trump supporters, some wearing MAGA hats, was nearby. I'm here supporting my president. I don't really care what the man says or how he talks or how he acts. You know, what I'm more concerned with is what he's doing for our country, said Joanne Vaccarella, a New Jersey resident. Police kept the groups apart. The UFC card on Saturday night didn't include any championship bouts, but Dwayne Johnson, the actor and pro wrestler known as The Rock, presented the UFC's Baddest MF belt to Jorge Masvidal, who won his bout with Nathan Diaz. Related gallery Donald Trump in the White House while Trump was attending the event. Mayhem erupted on the subway tracks below the garden. An unidentified person jumped in front of the downtown No. 1 train as it entered the West 34th Street station around 9:20 p.m., said police. Advertisement We heard a loud collision, said Holanda Hernandez, 23, who was in the train's front car. The conductor said someone jumped in front of the train. He looked pretty shocked, Hernandez said. Firefighters at the scene said the person hit by the train survived.